How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again, dropping yet another video. Hopefully you can still see me because the fucking light's barreling through the sun and that, yeah. I don't know if you can see me. Right, this video, as you can see from the title, is on different prisons that you might come across in prison, right? Now, unless you're like a Cat A prisoner or you're the fucking nonce, right, the rest of everyone pretty much goes into general population, right? Everyone that goes to prison, doesn't matter if you've been in prison 10 times or if it's your first time, you'll land on induction wing, right? Now, I was a cleaner on induction wing and stuff like that. I've been in induction and I've obviously passed through induction into like normal wings and stuff. Induction really is like supposed to be laid back, where you get a feel for how prison works for those that have been in for the first time. But like I say, it doesn't matter if you've been in the first time or you've been in 10 times, you hit induction. If you've been through the process before, you'll get fast tracked, yeah, man. Now, a lot of different personalities in prison and stuff, right? Like, you might, on your wing, there might be armed robbers, there could be fucking people in for murder, people in for fraud, beating a missus, fucking drugs, fucking, you know what I'm saying? It goes on, there's a lot of different people on the wing and stuff, right? Now, some people keep themselves to themselves and they just get read into the jail and stuff like that. You've got people that graft in prison, people that steal, people that are addicted to spice or things like that, or where a lad on the wing said, "Oh, listen, my telly's fucked you. Go and steal someone's tellies. I'll give you I'll give you a spliff of spice. I'll give you a shower gel or something, right?" And the person will wait for the kid to go to the showers. They'll go in, they'll rob his TV or swap TVs with a broken TV. Goes on, yeah. Prison's a very paranoid place, guys. A lot of anger in prison, a lot of frustration, a lot of mental health and stuff. Some kids are chilled out, some people are not. Some people will snap easy, some people won't. Some people will bully, some people won't. Some people will stick up for you, some people won't. There's a lot of, the demographic on the wing changes on a daily. If you're on induction as a cleaner, you see a lot of people land in the jail on the wing, and a lot of people then get fast tracked and shipped down to the main and stuff like that. So it's a revolving door. So you've got a lot of different people. Dickheads might come and then they might stay on the wing for a bit and then they might get sent down the main. The intake is just always revolving, yeah, because people are getting sent down every day, yeah, mate, right? So you've got a lot of different personalities and stuff. And like I say, there's a lot of angry people, a lot of frustration, a lot of mental health and stuff. You put all these people in a violent environment like a prison, and the smallest thing, I've seen people fight over food. I've seen people kick off because they've had their shit stolen. I've had people kick off because they're paranoid schizophrenics and they're hearing voices and they perceive the person to be a threat. There's a lots of different prisons and stuff. When I first went to prison, I didn't know my head from my arse yet. I'd never been in jail, yeah, mate. Just like we've all been to prison for the first time at some point, for those that have been through the system. And like I say, you've got to learn quick and stuff when you arrive at the prison stuff. You've got prison rules, then you've got the prisoners' rules and stuff. And like I say, some people, we're all treading water, right? We're all fucking struggling to keep our heads above water. Some people do it easier than others. Some people will suffer depression and contemplate suicide. I know because I did, right? I had a visit in the afternoon and a phone calls and stuff on other times, and it snaps me out of my mood, gives me a focus, gives me a light at the end of the tunnel. Not everyone's got that light at the end of the tunnel. So you've got dads in there that want to be with the kids that are wounded because the missus is using the kids as a weapon, or they're just gutted that they're in prison and stuff, and it's coming up to Christmas or the kid's birthday or things like that. So you've got to pick these people up. Some people will help pick you up if you were down. Other prisoners will like to push you down. Some people will try to bully you. Some people will get up in your mix. Some people are jokers. Some people try to take the piss. Like I say, prisons are the different prisons and stuff. Just because someone's a murderer, does it mean that they're going to be violent? No, not necessarily. Like I say, you've got people that are in, like, there's a hierarchy when it comes to prisoners, right? Reflecting of if you're in for woman beating, yeah, then you're down it. In strange ways, if you was in for woman beating, you get your ass handed to you. Forest Bank, they just sweep it under the rug and stuff. My mum's ringing me, guys, right? It's fucking while I'm on a call, while I'm on this video, right? So like I say, but at Forest Bank, if you beat your missus, shit would just slide. It's just different. But if that same prison was in strange ways, they'd be targeted. I've seen prison officers try to get prisoners targeted by saying, "Oh, he's in for this. He's in for woman beating." Right? Oh, 352, right? So landing 3, cell 52. What happens? She walks away. Oh, I've said too much. What happens? The lads go in and fill them in and stuff. Like I say, you'll meet some of the craziest people you ever wish to meet in your life in prison. Some of them are good kids. A lot of people in prison that are offenders have actually been victims, right? Whether it be abused physically, mentally, emotionally. That the parents have died at a young age. They've grown up in the care system. They've been bullied all their life. You know, see what I'm saying? There's a lot of different factors at play, and like I say, the demographic changes. If they ship out or they move, like say you get fucking a nicking and they send you down a block, or they put you on basic and send you to the basic wing, yeah, right. Some you can be basic on your own wing, but they said like Forest Bank F1's basic wing, it's half and half general pop, half basics, yeah. And like I say. So this is the thing, prison, honest to God, I'm a people watcher, right? I used to stand on the landing and I'd watch like little work amount, people going in, doing bits of business, swapping shower gels, fucking people selling porn mags, people trying to buy spice, people trying to borrow a burn and stuff. Prison's a very selfish place. Prisoners are out for themselves and stuff like that. And like I say, the demographic of the wind literally changes. Could be on a daily basis, could be on a weekly basis, because people are always getting out of prison. If you're on remand, you could get out on a bail application. So then obviously as soon as one moves, another one comes in, because it's always filling the spaces and stuff. And like I say, the demographic can change and stuff, so much so that if you could end up with a load of dickheads on the wing, and then it kicks off because you have rivalries and stuff. You could have gang rivalries. You might have a YO that hits the wing who's banging his music up and stuff. YO means young offenders, for those that don't know. They've got a chip on the shoulder, they're boisterous, they're bouncing about and stuff. I've come across YOs in the prison system and stuff in Forest Bank, yeah, mate, on induction and stuff. They bounce onto the wing, yeah. Look, some of it like proper little Justin Bieber lookalikes, like fucking, like young, they look younger than what they are, right? And like I say, they're boisterous, they're bouncing about, yeah. They've got the music on full blast, yeah. And us older cons, yeah, some of us are more chilled out and just want to be like, look, on a night time and stuff, want to get our heads down, yeah. And then you've got dickheads playing the music full black. So then when you get out in the morning, right, you start to kick off and say, listen, you little dickhead, stop the music and stuff. Bullying goes on. You've got, some people are safe, some people are dickheads, some people have got split personalities. Like I say, there's a lot of mental health within prison, which isn't to be laughed at. The screws and stuff like that, they want to do as little as possible and just leave you guys to it and stuff. Some are more proactive than others and stuff. I've been in cells with prisoners that are top lads that are crying their eyes out because they can't be with the kids. I was padded up with a kid who killed his dad with a hammer. His dad was nonching his sister off and he was coked up, and he went into his apartment block in Salford. And in the space of about 3 minutes from him entering the CCTV of the building to getting out was about 3-4 minutes. And he killed his dad with his hammer. All his central part of his face had caved in and stuff. And it goes on, man. And he was the safest kid ever. He'd become a Buddhist and stuff like that. Found religion like a lot of people do. Like I say, some people, if you get up in, some people are nosy, some people are not, some people keep themselves to themselves, some people try to be social, some people will steal from you or try to steal because they're addicted to spice. Like I say, there's a lot of different things. You've got people getting into debt, you've got people that owe money, you've got people that are making money, you've got people that are selling drugs, you've got people that are trying to buy drugs. Like I say, you've got YOs. So like I say, you've got all these different fucking personalities and stuff. Some are chilled, some are not. Some will try and push you under, as in like, because obviously we're all treading water. They're trying to push you under because they're trying to survive. You've got other people that try to take the piss out of you in a joking sense. Then you've got those that try to take the piss and are trying to get a laugh and trying to embarrass you and stuff. So like I say, it goes on, and then the dickheads could get shipped down to the main or like into another wing or into another prison, right, or get out on a bail app, and then you end up with safer kids coming in, and then there's it's a lot more chilled on the wing and stuff like that. Then you could get a prisoner. There was 4 guys that came in whilst we was there on induction. A guy called Gabor Hagedes, right, a kid from, I think he was Hungarian, and him and 3 co-defendants. He was driving a car that hit these 2 girls. One of them died instantly. The second one sadly died about a week or so later. And they landed in the prison. Now, we targeted them prisoners. Yeah, mate, they was getting fucking abuse, mate. They was in for death by dangerous of young kids. If it would have been death by dangerous of an adult, it probably would have been lit slide. But he was in for hit and run on kids. He got abuse, right? There was a kid that landed, an Asian kid that landed from Burnley, right? Safe kid. I got chatting to the kid. He was a nice kid. He was in for, him and his mate were racing through Burnley. A woman and a young girl stepped out. They was both hit by the car. He hit them. His Cody went no, not guilty. He went guilty. It just transpired just by pure luck. It was actually his own niece, and she actually died. She was only about 9 or 10 or something. God bless him, may she rest in peace, right? His family disowned him, and just by pure chance, he managed to hit his own niece and kill her by accident, and that was that. So he was getting abuse because he was in. Woman beaters get abuse, right? You get people. There was a kid that there was recently a kid that landed in Forest Bank, right? A mixed race kid, yeah, who was wanted by the police for inciting sexual activity with a child, right? Obviously under the age of 16, they can't consent to sex, so it's classed as statutory rape. And he landed in Forest Bank. Didn't want to go on the numbers because the numbers is deemed as embarrassing. For those that don't know, the numbers means protection. Went into general population. It got back to the prisoners what he was in for. What happens to sex offenders in prison? Yep, he got attacked. Yeah, there's a video. I think it's further down my timeline actually, and it says this is what happens to sex offenders in prison. You can have a look. It's further down my timeline, guys. And this is the thing. So the demographic changes. You've got different personalities coming and leaving the wing every day. Some people are decent. Some people are not. Some people are fucking like explosive and fucking angry and it'll kick off. Then you've got people kicking off on the phones. They might get Dear John letters and stuff. So like I say, you've got all this swirling around on this wing, right? It is like a vortex, yeah. And then like I say, you just need one person to upset the balance of the wing and it can cause fucking problems. And then obviously if you've got gang members on the wing, yeah, and then I used to be involved with the gangs, yeah, but yeah, mate, but then you've got like these up and coming youths, yeah, that where they're on the wing and stuff, and they might see another fucking. They try to keep gang members apart in prison, but it don't always go down like that. If you look at fucking Wormwood Scrubs, there was a prisoner that was stabbed to death earlier this year. 10 of them went at one man because he was from a rival fucking street. Yeah, mate, crazy, senseless. So yeah, so if a gang member kicks off, if one kicks off, then obviously you've got the boys will back him up because that's how it goes in jail, right? You've got people fucking slashing up. You've got people fucking shitting up, or dirty protesters they're known. You've got people kicking off with screws. You've got people jumping up on the fucking on the banisters and stuff like that. You've got people jumping on the fucking netting. Oh, it's just fucking crazy, guys. And like I say, you've got all these angry guys and stuff, frustrated guys. Some are chilled, some are not. And like I say, you've got all these different personalities, and you've got them all in one wing, and we're all entrapped and stuff. And our heads are all a bit mangled and stuff. Some people are out of it on drugs. Some people are taking prescription medication. Some people are buying prescription medication. Some people are just getting wired to escape the reality of their surroundings. Some people owe money, some people don't. Some people are chilled, some people are not. Some people owe money, some people don't. Some people are, like I say, are angry, some people are not. And some people are like paranoid schizophrenics or fucking bipolar or autistic. And you've got all these different fucking people on one wing. And it can go up over absolutely anything. The smallest thing, I've seen two guys two Hungarian kids, right, in prison, right, knock the fuck out of each other because his pad mate ate his biscuits. And he knocked fuck out of each other. And he was on the landing, and we don't know what the fuck he was saying, but he ended up scrapping, right? And then I said to the screw the next day, I said, what were they scrapping for? He said, they ate his biscuits. Sounds silly to you guys, but small things in prison are mountains. Mountains are fucking, can make your head explode. Honest to God, it is that sort of a place. I've seen people smash someone because they thought they was disrespected. I've seen people fight because they jumped in front of each other in the queue. I've seen people fucking fight over because they lost a game of fucking FIFA, or they owe money, or they robbed from someone. If you rob in prison, you're going to get your fucking ass handed to you. And like I say, you've got all these different prisoners, guys. Like I say, mainly in my experience, like council estate kids, grown up in fucking, we've not had the best upbringings, we've not had the best starts in life and stuff. And you put all these people together in on one wing, and the different personalities that join the wing changes the face of, is it going to kick off? Is it going to be a bit more chilled out? Is it going to be a nice balance? Or if you put a load of angry people on a wing and stuff and that are kicking off over anything and anything, Right, obviously, it's going to go off more often. Like I say, and the face of the wing is ever changing. Anyone that's been in prison will know exactly what I'm talking about, guys. Like I say, in prison, you'll meet some of the best kids you'll ever meet in your life. You'll also meet some absolute fucking idiots, right? Some people you just think, what a fucking bellend. Other kids you think safe, friend for life and stuff. Stay in touch on the out and that, yeah, mate. But it goes on that way, guys. Anyway, I'm going to leave this video here, guys. Hopefully this covers different prisoners you might encounter in prison. Like I say, I'm going to leave it here. Like, comment, subscribe. Speak to you all soon. Cody out.